Greetings and salutations. It is I, Profesor Macabro, here again for the last in this sequence of videos that I'm posting, the last of the horror DVDs that I've added to the collection. Definitely not the last, because there is an insane amount of horror movies out there to consume, to watch. And that would be my suggestion to you if you're new to the channel, or you encountered this video as a recommendation or randomly. Give a chance to horror movies. I know a lot of people will recommend the most popular movies. I know, YouTube and Twitter and Instagram will showcase the very great horror movies that are out there. There is an infinite amount of good, well-produced, well-acted horror movies. But also, take a chance and watch a horror movie that you haven't heard anything about. I mentioned this before. I grew up in the time where they would pass horror movies on open TV, and the time where I could go to a video store and rent a random horror movie. Like, the cover to that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna rent it. You take it home, and you either encounter an amazing, life-changing movie, or a horrible, low-budget piece of crap. Either way, I enjoyed it, and it developed my tastes for horror movies. I don't discriminate any horror movie. I'll watch it all. I'll watch anything if it has a horror look to it. Good or bad, it's an experience, and that's what I would suggest to you all. Give a chance to that horror movie that you see on the shelf and be like, that looks interesting, I'll pick it up. Or watch, if you have the streaming service, watch one of those movies that are just randomly pop up. Give it a whirl. You might end up liking it. Also, if a movie is, a lot of people say that a movie is garbage, watch it for yourself. Make your own judgment. That's my suggestion to you. A suggestion from your old pal, Professor Macabro. So, let's get started with the haul of this time around. Picked up, finally, a copy of As Above, So Below. I have heard a lot of people say that this movie is hot garbage, but you know what? I saw it in the theater, and I liked it. I liked the spooky mood that the actual underground French tunnels transmitted through the movie, because they, as far as I know and I've seen, they actually did go to the catacombs in France to record that part, and then everything else was a sound studio. So that was pretty creepy, and it involves a trip to hell, a trip to discover the Philosopher's Stone, and a journey of self-discovery, with some very, very cool horror elements. Not as claustrophobic, because it is underground, and not as claustrophobic as something like The Descent, but still, it had some really good claustrophobic moments that I enjoyed. So, watch it for yourself, decide, but I'm happy to get it. And it has the beautiful slipcover. It has a very nice texture. Picked up Tremors 4. The legend begins. This is another situation that boils my blood, much like in the previous video that I talked about, Insidious. It's called Tremors 4, but it's a prequel! It even says so on the title. So don't number it Tremors 4. Number it Tremors 0. The legend begins, or something like that. Again, it may not happen to everyone. It happens to me. But I like to order my movies, franchises in numbering. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or release date if it doesn't have a numbering. But when something has the numbering, but in my head, I know that it's a prequel, I debate and battle with myself to put it at the beginning of the franchise. But then the damn number 4 is like, oh, you don't go there. You go here after 3, but then you don't go there either because you're a prequel. Things I deal with as a horror collector, and possibly a man with very serious mental issues, let me tell you. Picked up the Blu-ray of Annabelle Creation. I have the DVD. Because of course I do. I already have the DVD, and of course I would double dip and get the Blu-ray. That's why I like the Blu-ray DVD combo packs. In the room where I sleep, I have a DVD player. I just have a DVD player. But in the living room, I have a Blu-ray player, and sometimes my DVD player won't play the Blu-rays. And you might question, Professor, why do you have a DVD player in your bedroom and not just buy a Blu-ray player? Well, because I have an old TV in my room, and it doesn't have an HDMI connection, so I have the DVD. So, when I have a movie, unless it's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, well, I'm gonna double dip, and I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray and the DVD. Again, I am fully aware I am a madman, and I'm okay with that. But I picked up the Blu-ray of Annabelle Creation, the sequel that's actually a prequel to Annabelle and the whole Conjuring thing. But this one has a whole lot more special features than the DVD, so that also merited the double-dipping purchase. And the cover is different. This one has Annabelle in the case that's in the Warrens' trophy room, whereas the other one has Annabelle and a child in the bedroom, so the covers are different. So again, it's a different purchase in my head. Super happy to get this one. Super happy to get this one. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know about this movie until I saw Cinemassacre's Monster Madness, and they talked about this movie, M, a German movie, but this is released in the Criterion release. And Criterion releases, I like coming across these, even though sometimes they're hit or miss. Image quality, good stuff. Special features, that's where it gets kind of iffy. Sometimes they pack a movie full of special features. Like I have the Criterion release of Carnival of Souls. Amazing release. Has a whole bunch of stuff that I enjoy quite a lot. But then they release something like Seven Samurai with no special features. And I'm like, that's curious, but you do you, Criterion. But yes, this is a old black and white movie. I know, black and white. A lot of people don't like black and white movies, but I do. There's something about the mood that a black and white movie just transmits that modern movies don't quite have. And this is about Peter Lorre, who plays a child murderer and is hunted down. And, it's the conflict that he doesn't want to do it, but he's compelled to do it. Yes, very, very, very interesting movie with, again, lots of special features. So I'm super happy to add this one to the collection. Also happy to add Critters. Now this is a very special surprise, because I bought Critters 2, the main course, because I don't have, sadly, any of the Critters movies. So I was like, well, I need it, I'm gonna buy it. But lo and behold, the DVD gods smiled upon me, and this little baby is a double feature. The cover only says Critters 2, but inside it has Critters 1 and Critters 2. So I just got 1 and 2 for the price of 2. That made sense, right? Of course it made sense. So yes, now I just need the rest of the Critters movie, but now I have Critters 1 and 2. And I watched both. I marathoned 1 and 2, and it was amazing. Another movie I'm super happy about, even though later I discovered that there's an even better DVD release that has 2 discs and more special features. I probably should have hunted down for that one. But if you know me, I'm gonna buy it if I come across it, regardless. But I picked up, finally, a copy of Day of the Dead. Not the Mexican celebration, the actual movie, Day of the Dead. The George Romero masterpiece, Day of the Dead. I still have all of the George Romero movies, but I never quite could ever find a copy of Day of the Dead until now. And now my George Romero zombie movie collection is complete. From various copies of Night of the Living Dead, to, I think it was Survival of the Dead, which is the last Romero zombie movie. It is now complete. I now have every single George Romero zombie movie, and that fills my dark heart with so much joy to have a complete collection completed at last. See, I'm actually smiling that I have this movie now. You probably can't tell because I'm always smiling. Also, it was a good run. This horror DVD haul picked up a copy of Phantasm, the Anchor Bay Phantasm release. I like this cover, yes I do. Another movie franchise that I am ashamed that I didn't have before, and I don't have any other entries except the first one now, but I have it now, and I am happy. I actually, in the weekend, watched Critters 1, 2, and Phantasm, and let me tell you, this was a lot of fun. And this release has a whole bunch of special features. I actually watched the little featurette that they had for the release of Phantasm 1, and they had a cable public access interview with Don Castanelli and I forgot his name. The tall man. I'm gonna go with the tall man. I'm terrible with names. I apologize for that. Not only do I not remember them, I'm piss poor at, pronunciating them. But, yes, it has a very, very interesting interview with the director and the tall man, and it's a two-part thing, so I thoroughly enjoyed that. So, yes, I would recommend this one. I'm not sure if the special features in this were ported over to the Blu-ray. I would hope they were. But, yes, I'm super happy with this release of Phantasm. Also picked up The Shining 2-disc Special Edition. I have The Shining snapper case, but this one has special features, and I will double dip a movie 3 times if need be, if the special features are different. And this one does have special features. This one was actually the last movie I saw in that marathon. I watched Critters 1, 2, Phantasm, and then I also partook of some googly, so I was super drunk when I saw this, and let me tell you, I had never seen The Shining drunk, and oh boy, was that an experience, let me tell you. And the last movie I got is one that I am also super happy to add. Will look beautiful in my shelf along with its brethren, and that's the Universal Legacy series, The Wolfman. I freaking love these releases. They look like books, and they open like books. Oh, look at that, so pretty. Yes, 2-disc collector set. I have the Frankenstein one, I have the Dracula one, now I have the Wolfman, and I can't close it now, there we go. And I saw online that there is a release for The Mummy. You can bet your ass I'm going to try to hunt that one down. And there's also a couple of Alfred Hitchcock movies. Most notably Psycho. I want to get the Legacy edition release of Psycho. If I can ever come across that. Oh boy, that would be amazing. So, what do you think about this horror DVD haul? Pretty good, right? I think so. Yes, I do. I like to recommend the standout of the haul, but quite frankly, all of it. I recommend all of it. If you haven't seen Critters, watch it. Watch Critters 1 and 2. They're freaking amazing. Haven't seen The Shining? Where have you been all your life? The Wolfman, amazing werewolf movie, only surpassed by An American Werewolf in London, followed by The Howling. And Phantasm, freaking amazing. Day of the Dead, oh man. And watch it. It's pretty good. I don't care if you don't like horror movies in black and white. Watch it. It's great. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you would be so kind to leave a like, it is still a thumbs up, I checked. A like, a comment, or if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, a subscription will help out, indeed. So, I will be back next time that I stock up on horror movies. Until then, I will probably end up posting retro videos. I have a huge catalog of videos that I was posting in another channel, but I will post on my own standalone channel. So stay tuned for that. And yes, I will try, if the weather and the heat permits it, and stupid lifing, stupid adulting keeps you away from enjoying the fun stuff, I will try to put up horror reviews. So stay tuned for that, because I have a lot of material to talk about, indeed. But until then, I wish you all, like always, a good evening.